into some basic fundamental questions. I'm trying to keep this lecture as lucid and as simple as possible, that no matter either you have either you have some knowledge about BPC or not, but my motive here is to see that each and every individual who sees these lectures starts the fundamental from the scratch. So the second subject is here I would like to tell you is what is meant by BPC and why do we need it. These are the fundamental questions that everybody would have in their mind. That so much have been written, so much have been talked about BPC, but let's spend some time on understanding that what is meant by BPC and why do we need it. So I'm trying to keep it as simple as possible. And okay, so let's get back to the basics. What is meant by BPC and why do we need it. So in the module there's a picture given, that I would like just to show you what was the picture that was all about. Anybody who has gone through the modules must have seen this picture. So it's a pretty decent picture, but let me break down into modulars, or what do we say, into small details what each and every segment is trying to explain here in detail. So let's get back here. What is that all about? Okay, so and this, as we have seen that picture in each and every module, so I've tried to break down each and every topic so that, and make it as simple as possible, so that each and every audience would be able to understand it in a very effective manner. So what is meant by BPC and why do we need it? So to consistently manage a company's performance, you need the ability to develop timely and accurate plans and budgets. So let's start with plans and budgets. So that's the first reason why do we need BPC. So we need to plan everything, and definitely no matter if it's a big organization or a small organization, hardly there's an organization who doesn't have a plan and budget. In simple language, if you fail to plan, you have already planned to fail. So here is the first reason why do we need it, is like what is meant and what do we meant by BPC. So it integrates, and the second is the best part about BPC. It integrates. About this integration issue, most of the implementation fails because the current systems does not have a proper integration with SAP. So it integrates with corporate and department planning, and after that it is also useful in reforecasting. So in this business scenario where due to some event or due to some calamities or due to some incident, we have forecast something, but due to that incident, it is very agile, that it can reforecast itself in more quicker, efficiently and accurate manner. And then comes definitely a point where all the documentation and audit trail things has been taken care. So that is one fundamental reason. And I would also like to have include the point of compliance here. I mean, compliance, it's sometimes it becomes necessary for all the company to show their reports and balance sheets and reports to the investor in a particular formatted document, or the document that has been prescribed by IFRS, or no matter what governing body is there. There's a simple reason that there should not be any ambiguity in understanding those reports. That is the reason authorities ask the corporations that they should produce reports and statements in a particular fashion, and that is done by BPC. Then definitely, I mean, I've just spoken about it, and there's also an aspect where we cannot undermine, that is with regards to regulatory requirements. Regulatory requirements, it can be international financial reporting standard, and it can be extended business reporting language format. So these are the certain things which are mandatory with regards to compilation of statements and reports. That is the reason here the BPC has played a vital role. So then what are the advantages? We have spoken about so many features about BPC. Now, if broadly speaking, what are the advantages of BPC? So it can be jotted down in simple points that can be noted down. Is it's a platform which is totally based on improved agility. It means quickly model new business scenarios and new situations, and it can automatically decide on what course of action that can be done, just to maximize the value creation. And then second point about BPC is like having an advantage of implementing BPC is that every corporation would be looking forward, that everybody knows that how important for a corporation it becomes to implement and project in a reduced time cycle. Finance and line of business managers can collaborate in unified landscape and in given out of state, and it can be streamlined in the process of creating and approving plans, budgets, and forecasting and consolidation. So that can be treated as an advantage. SAP also has some of the inbuilt features which would minimize business risk and compliance. Most of the times, while doing an implementation, there are certain areas which can be forgotten or omitted, and this is taken care in BPC. So which gives a transparent financial data, and the most important word here is like vision of truth. You know, it gives the actual picture. It doesn't try to manipulate things or overvalue or undervalue of any of the things, and it also enables an accurate management and statutory reporting. And then comes yes, this is an area which organization has always been trying to achieve, that is increase user productivity. How? So it's an intuitive interface, and familiar office tool helps workers to make most of their time. I mean, most of the tools which are used in BPC, then there's in the tools they don't need the end user doesn't need any training to be done, because those are the tools like Microsoft example, PowerPoint, these are the tools which I've been using from ages, and most of the functionalities of MS Office has been intact in BPC implementation. So here is like reduction of training time for the corporation, and when training time is reduced, definitely there's an increased productivity. So here is like here is ask, answering the question, what is BPC all about? So this is, I'll simply mean it is what is meant by what is BPC, what is SAP BPC. And now let's move to the next question. I mean, this is a big question, and in this lecture I would like to take most of the time. Why do we need BPC? If you understand the purpose that why BPC is needed, I think most of the questions which are inherent about the implementation of BPC is answered in themselves. Okay, so let's understand the why aspect of implementing BPC. So in this lecture I'll be spending more time in this why aspect. So let's go one by one. Okay, I would like to remove this because this is going to be a big topic where we need more of detailed understanding. So the first reason why we need BPC is it allows integrated planning and consolidation. What does that mean? So BPC is a joint planning exercise that ensures participation of all stakeholders and definitely all affected departments. Its objective is to examine all economical, social, and environmental cost and benefits, so that in order to determine most appropriate option for the corporation and to plan a suitable course of action. So this is like, I would like to jot down some of important highlights into this. So if we further drill down to why do we, what is included into business planning and what is included into business planning and consolidation, then I would like to highlight one point, that is, let's look into one by one part of those. So here we go. So definitely it is the core feature of BPC planning is definitely business planning. Why business planning has become such an important norm in today's scenario? Because as I've already told that that it has become very critical in today's business to plan each and every aspect of your organization in the most effective manner, because that's how you would see your organization, that's how you make a roadmap, and you would see how your organization would be going ahead in the coming 1 year, 2 year, 3 years,